We are tired. It's a Friday. I'm tired from work. But today, for dinner, we're making bacon grilled cheeses. So I have some bacon in the oven. I have it at 375 right now, and we typically bake it for about 20 minutes. Has about 12 left, but we'll check it and add a minute or two if we need to. But we're also going to do caramelized onions. So we're going to start by chopping our onion. And I do have some leftover onion from yesterday. Oh, nice. I have more than I thought. So we're just going to slice some. Actually, we're going to preheat our pan first to about a medium heat. Then we'll get our olive oil ready. And then we're just going to slice them. Maybe do half of this one. Actually, I'm just going to do it all. Okay. And then pardon all the Tupperware behind me. It never dries when it comes out of my dishwasher. So I set it on the counter to finish air drying. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get our cheese out. We're going to slice that in just a moment. Because I want it to be somewhat room temperature. Because every time I make grilled cheese, the cheese never melts and then I burn the bread. So we want the cheese to be a little room temperature so that when we put it on the bread, it actually melts. So turn you here. Now that the pan's preheated, we'll put in some olive oil. Let that heat up for a moment. And we pretty much always use our little wooden spatula for our onions. And I guess we'll get this one for our grilled cheeses. And we are just going to have it with some tomato basil soup as well. So that's what this pot is for here. So we're going to throw in our onions. Ooh, not hot enough. That's fine. So we want these to brown to the point where they almost burn. And you're going to flip those a couple times. And then we start adding in our water to really caramelize them. While that's going, switch it back over here. And we will slice some cheese. We're using Tillamook today. Typically I'd use pre-sliced, but I have this cheese and it's probably going to go bad in a couple days if I don't use it. So we're just going to go ahead, use some Tillamook. I'm not strong against the cheese. Oh, my knife is, that's why. It's a little oily. It's probably something other than a paring knife as well, but I don't want to dirty another knife, so. Hello. Let's see. We're going to be making 3 sandwiches. No, I don't have any kids. We're making grilled cheeses with bacon and caramelized onions. Okay, that's got to be plenty. Now we'll flip you back over here and we will come back to our onions. Those will cook for a couple minutes. We want to get that color on them. Then we add some water so they get nice and caramelized. You technically could add honey or brown sugar as well, but I can't get the air out of this cheese bag. There we go. And our bacon has about 7 minutes or so. That works too. I used to make nachos that way. I'd put some cheese on chips and I would just throw it in the microwave and that's all. The Progresso tomato basil soup is my favorite. Let me get out a little water. Like I said, ignore all my Tupperware. They're just not dry from the dishwasher. Ooh, steak is good. I'm trying to eat steak more. Okay, maybe just another minute or two on those, and then we'll go ahead and pull those out. Bacon's looking good. It definitely needs another minute or two. Oh, I don't have counter space. Let me move this. Oh no, I can't put it in the oven. The oven's on. Okay, I'll push this back here. We're not going to warm it up yet. I don't know how people are vegans. I appreciate them and I totally get it, but I have to eat so much protein a day. And the only way I can get all that protein is chicken and steak and bacon. And so now that'll start to cook it down and it'll caramelize it the way we'd want it to. Then once those are done, we'll take them out and put them in a bowl. And then we will make our grilled cheeses. Yeah, whenever I sear a steak on my iron skillet, I pretty much set off the fire alarm every time. So I've learned to just open the windows and turn on the fan because you want to get a good sear, but I think I just have it too hot. But then if I don't have it too hot, then it's going to be too cold and then it doesn't sear. So I'm still learning how to do that. So I'm trying. And I think once these are almost done, we'll throw in a little bit of minced garlic. Just for a little extra flavor. But that'll be at the very end, just for 30 seconds to a minute. I'm getting better at cooking the actual steaks so they come out the temperature I want. So, yeah, medium rare, typically. It's just tricky for me. I don't know why. I've never gotten it down. I'm going to take out the bacon. I think 1 or 2 pieces are going to come off. Problem is they're all different thicknesses, so you never know. One's always going to cook faster than the other. Oh, I'm sorry. See, that singular piece looks like it might be good to come off. We'll keep it for a minute. Oh, shoot. Throw them back in. Much longer. My watch says 2 minutes. I'm going to put 5. I learned to cook from my grandma, so that's where I started cooking. But I usually cooked for my family when I lived with them. Oh my gosh. So I used to cook for a family of 7. It was my grandpa, my aunt, my parents, and then my 2 sisters. I cleaned my stove today. That's the only reason I'm doing it. It's because I trust it. I have to clean my kitchen like every day because I don't want people to judge me if my kitchen is gross. Even though it looks like a complete disaster back behind me. But you know. Does anyone else have that problem where your dishwasher never dries your Tupperware? Because I pull the Tupperware out and it's so wet and I don't want to put it away because I don't want to put it away wet. So I leave them on the counter to dry off. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely the chef in the family. My dad's second. He's second in line. And then my grandpa cooks too. Okay, we got good timing here. Probably should. At least with the plastic ones. The glass ones I'd be scared of, but actually the glass dries a lot easier. Hello, how are you? My hair looks funny. So we let this water cook off and then we'll do this last bit and then cook that off and then the onions will be good. I'm doing well. How are you? That one piece is almost ready. This one was really thin. And the other ones we'll leave in there for 2 minutes and then we'll check it. Good. We're technically making dinner. It is 9:50 p.m. my time, or 21:50. I don't know where people are from. Maybe you do military time. Yeah, we're making grilled cheeses and tomato soup. So, all right, last bit of water. Bacon looks like it's almost done. 11:51. So you guys are East Coast. I'll be East Coast soon. The soup, we're just doing canned tomato basil soup from Progresso. We'll heat that up in just a second here, but gotta get out the bacon first and make sure the bacon's out. I'm gonna throw in a healthy serving of garlic. We love our garlic around here. We're making bacon and grilled onion grilled cheeses. with tomato soup. The soup was just from a can. I just did a canned soup today. I don't know if I've ever tried. I think I tried to make marinara sauce once from scratch, but I've never made a tomato soup from scratch. I'm sure I could do it and it would be delicious, but a little salt and pepper on the onions. Bacon's ready to come out. Classic combo. Thank you. I don't know where I got it, but I just found it in my closet the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Okay. I'm going to throw these two in for just another second. They're not as crunchy as I'd like. All right. Take the onions off. I'm just going to put them in a bowl. I'm going to turn down the pan. I turned it off for now, actually. We're going to let it cool down a tad. I guess I can start buttering our bread in a second. Ooh, I do like beef strips. I haven't made them in a while. I might have some in my freezer, actually, now that you say that. Okay, let's see. I'll just put this to the side for now. I'll put it in this bag. So like I said, we're going to make 3 sandwiches. So I'll pull you down here for a quick second. My skillet. All right. So I personally use butter on my grilled cheeses. So we're going to butter the outside of them. And then this will be the outside of this one. Okay, I guess we can just go ahead and make one, huh? It's about time. So we will go back over here, I guess. Front burner, we're going to turn on low for the soup. Or sorry, the back burner. This is still hot. We're going to let that sit for a second. These 2 pieces of bacon are about ready to come off. A lot of goddamn cheese. Because what I do is I put some on the bottom, and then I put the bacon and the onions, and I put some on top. So it sandwiches in between, and it keeps it all together. All right, we'll turn that on a low, maybe about a 4. We're going to put down our bread. We'll do like that. Doesn't look good, I know, but And then these bacon strips should fit right on. So do the bacon, and then we'll do a little bit of onion. So we can use these tongs. Now, nobody judge my grilled cheeses because they come out hit and miss. And we'll do the cheese on top to sandwich it. And then your other piece of bread. Take out the last two pieces of bacon here. Woo! Perfect. And I like cooking in the oven on a piece of aluminum foil because then once the fat hardens, all you have to do is close it up and throw it away instead of having to worry about having it in a pan, and the pan makes a mess, and then you gotta, find a jar or something to pour it into. It's kind of a pain in the butt, in my opinion. So we can move the soup over here now. Turn it up slightly. And then, does this fit this? It does. We'll see how this goes, okay? Again, I'm hit and miss with my grilled cheeses, so. And while we're waiting for that, go ahead and butter the other bread. Exactly. I don't know where. I think my grandpa taught that to me. And so I've done it ever since. That's not even like, we have a minute on that for sure. So I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to butter the rest of my bread. These are some thick pieces of bread. Got that one is the outside, and then this one, right? Oh yeah, because yeah. We'll put those touching each other for now. This one has a hole in it. That one down. Right, that'll go that side. Let's go that side. Yep. It is sourdough. Sourdough is my favorite right now. I really don't eat bread unless it's sourdough. Okay, let's come over here. Oops. That feels like it's going to be burnt. Just because I didn't clean the pan first. Oh, no, that's good color. Okay. We'll leave it just for another second. We'll turn it a little bit lower. And I guess we'll get out. We'll do paper plates. Make life easy on me. We typically just use enough soup to dip our bread in. Actually, no, we'll do a real plate. Sourdough is so good. Ooh, I'm thirsty. Mm-hmm. I think this one's good. It honestly doesn't have as much cheese as I was hoping. Actually, we'll leave it just another second here. That's a perfect color, though. I rarely get a perfect color like that. There we go. Mm-hmm. Think of all the joys you'll find when you leave the world behind. All right. I think this one is ready. We'll cut into it in just a second here, see what it's looking like. But we'll go ahead and put the second one on. One, two, three. Throw some onions and garlic. I should probably just use shredded cheese because I feel like I do not have enough cheese here, but I'll do that on the next one because I'll just need a little bit on top. And there's your top. Close it up for a second. I said shredded cheese. Oh, look at that. I had some ready. Actually, do I have another bag opened? I have so much cheese I don't even know what's in here anymore. We do. Perfect. Okay. Okay, we'll give that a minute or two here. She comes in anytime I'm not here and she'll lick up the floor. She's making her way in. What? Okay, I'm scared, but let's cut this open and see what it looks like. I just hope it looks as yummy as I'm hoping. Okay, not too bad. Looks like some pretty good ratio in there. Let it cool down for a second and we'll give it a try. That's a tad on the burnt side, but we'll be fine. I'm cooking it on like a medium low heat, believe it or not. And I guess we just have the one left. Get it prepped here on the board. Cheese. The bacon on top. Then we'll put the onions on once it's in the pan. Oh, I guess I can't get to my Tupperware cabinet because the camera's there. Looks good. And then our last one. Put the rest of the onions. Good thing I did all of it because that would not have been enough onion if I did only half of it. Like I said, I'm out of sliced cheese, so I'm just going to put a little shredded cheese now. It's the same thing. It's still Tillamook. It's just shredded versus... I just put that in there. Shredded versus the sliced. Typically, I like to use pepper jack on a grilled cheese too to get a little bit of a bite. But we're trying to be good and use what we have in the house. So we had the block of cheese and then we have some shredded cheese. So it worked perfectly. Okay, now we can give ours a try. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. The bite from the sourdough, the butteriness from the butter, the crunchiness from the bacon, the salty bacon. That's good. That's one of the best grilled cheeses I've made in a while. Maybe it's because I had people watching me. The pressure was on. Pardon me. That one cooked fast. Turn that down. This is so good. There's also something about taking the corner bite of a grilled cheese that just makes it taste better naturally. And we'll dip it in our tomato soup in a minute here. I'm going to be sad when it's gone, I'll tell you that. All right. Well, I think since the grilled cheeses are done, soup's about ready, we're going to wrap up today because I'm going to go eat that, all of it, and I'm going to want more. So thank you to everyone who tuned in today and commented. I had a lot of people commenting. I really appreciate it. I should stream tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to make homemade KFC, KFC bowls. So we're going to do mashed potato on the bottom with some gravy, some popcorn chicken, and some cheese. I'm pretty sure we're doing that tomorrow. So keep an eye open for that if you're interested in that at all. If not, that's okay, but I hope to see you in a future stream. Thank you all for watching.